with helpful, constructive evaluations to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow. To serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, like me. To treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy. To bring guests to club meetings so that we can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offer. To adhere to guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters educational and recognition programs. And of course, to act within Toastmasters' core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. And when it comes to core values, ladies and gentlemen, today you're about to experience it in firsthand. And lastly, we have a country. So let's take a quick national pledge. If you like, you can put your hand on your chest or say within you. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, I now officially welcome you to the event Unleashing Your Inner Power, Mastering Public Speaking for Success, and today is for conquering that fear. And on this note, ladies and gentlemen, I did like to hand over this to our president, that is our president for Merit Toastmasters Club, a wonderful, beautiful, elegant, cheerful, loving, I think at this point, let me reserve some for the other Toastmasters, because if I continue, there's a lot of spice to go with this particular beautiful lady, this Toastmaster of today, right? But not the Toastmaster of the day. She's our president, a multi-skilled entrepreneur and researcher. She offers gifting and branding and event planning, and is certified mediator and counselor. I should book some. And of course, the founder of 360 Loving. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Merit Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Ebon Da Amelda. A round of applause for our lovely president. Woohoo! She's looking smooth.
Thank you very kindly, our Sergeant at Arms. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. Speech is power. Speech is to persuade, to convert, to compel. Now, this quote was given by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters and our dear guests on the call. Now, whether you are joining us from London, you're joining us from Lagos, you'll be lounging on your bed, or you're hiding from your boss just to listen in, I want to say a very big welcome to Merit Toastmasters Club. Our theme, just as has been said by our Sergeant at Arms, is unlocking your inner power, mastering the secrets of public speaking for success. And this public speaking is something many of us have grappled with from time to time. In fact, some people will say public speaking, the fear of public speaking is like when you are running away from that injection that a nurse wants to give you. It's necessary sometimes, but it's highly avoidable if you can. That fear actually has a name. It's called glossophobia. And if you're struggling with that right now, you're not alone. Many of us have had that issue and still trying to overcome it. But then there's one thing I would like us to know, that in today's world, communication is not just a skill, it's a superpower. So whether you're pitching a business idea, giving a presentation, an impromptu wedding toast, or toasting that your future spouse, or maybe that lady that you've been crushing on, how you speak can open doors that talent alone cannot. And the best part is that it's a learnable skill. That is what we are here for in Toastmasters, to grow, to stretch, and to unlock that powerful communicator within us. At Merry Toastmasters, this is where you have that space, safe space to experiment, to improve, and to shine. Now, guiding us today for this meeting is someone who embodies that journey. Is a public speaking systems architect, that's a mouthful, and is currently on what we call the presentation mastery. And when this man is not lighting up the stage with his charisma and presence, you find him dancing, sketching, playing volleyball, or making new connections. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, I would like you to let's give this wonderful man a resounding round of applause as we welcome the talented, the energetic, yes, and the dashing Toastmaster John Onumia. Toastmaster John, the virtual lectern is yours.
Thank you so much, Madam President. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. It's a delight to be here and playing the role of Toastmaster of the Day. For everyone here, I congratulate you because you are here to unleash your inner powers. Just for my knowledge, is there anyone here that is a first-time guest? You can put it in the chat. Our regular structure of our Toastmasters meeting, we have 3 segments: the table topics portion, the prepared speech portion, and finally, the evaluation portion of the meeting. Yes, I see something coming in. Great, welcome, Coach Ablaza. I hope that's how it's pronounced. For your sake, and perhaps there are other first-time guests, we are Toastmasters, and what do we focus on? Primarily improving 2 things: public speaking skills and your leadership skills. Yes, I see a number of us. We have over 13,800 clubs worldwide in over 140 countries. Our connection is vast. You are in the right place. Now, if you want to unleash your inner powers, something that is very important is something that was stated by an American businessman and a writer. He stated, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. That was stated by Alvin Toffler. And in this specific meeting, one of the key areas that we're going to be learning, unlearning, and relearning is the evaluation portion of our entire meeting. And to anchor that portion of our meeting is the person we fondly call the Love Doctor. You've already met her, and I'm so excited to be bringing her back to the screen so you don't have to have this struggle of looking at my face. Now you get to enjoy her beauty once more. Dear Toastmasters and guests, welcome. Who is going to be playing the role of the general evaluator for today? None other than our president, Toastmaster Ebon Dalmeida. Over to you, Toastmaster Ebon.
Thank you, dashing Toastmaster of the Day. I don't know if any of us can agree with that. That was a beautiful introduction. Thank you once again. And so you're seeing this face again as your general evaluator for today. Now I want you to think of me as your traffic controller of this speaking runway. Yes, don't worry. We are checking all our engines. Our officers are well trained. And this flight is set to land smoothly and peacefully. Unlike, some of the happenings that is, going on in the Nigerian aviation industry, But again, if you look at it, that public speaking is a journey. And then you can see evaluation as a GPS. So it helps us to reroute when needed. It helps us to arrive at our destination safe and sound. Now, like any good flight crew, I won't be doing this alone. And allow me, as I'm going to introduce a brilliant team who will be helping me ensure that this meeting flies high and lands smoothly with no qualms. So first and foremost, I would like to introduce what we call our timer, Toastmaster Charity Agbaye Kai. She's an accounting consultant on the presentation mastery pathway. Now, if you're just joining Toastmasters, it's a pathway for everyone, regardless of your career. There's something for you, there's a pathway for you. Now, this beautiful Toastmaster loves movies. She loves surfing the net and believes there is no limit to what we can achieve. Today, she'll be keeping us from turning that 5 to 7 minute presentation to a Netflix series. If your hands are not too busy, please let's welcome the beautiful Toastmaster Charity to the call. Please unmute yourself. Are you on the call?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Toastmaster Ibon. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes.
We can hear you.
All right. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. As timer, I will time table topic speakers, prepared speeches, and evaluations. I'll alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, as shown in my background, the yellow, and the red cards. For prepared speeches, you are expected to spend not more than 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll show the red card. For table topic speakers, you're expected to speak for not more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. For evaluations, you're expected to spend not more than 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll show the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll show the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll show the red card. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Charity. And with that, we'll move straight to our next role player. Now, this is one beautiful, ebullient, eloquent mentor of mentors. She has achieved the highest ranking in Toastmasters, and so we call her Distinguished Toastmaster Rashidat Salubelu. Now, this wonderful lady is into the sales and marketing of medical devices, and she lives by this quote: knowledge is power. Today, she'll be tracking our grammar, and I'll allow her to come to the lectern and tell us what our role is here today. Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster Rashida Salibino. The lectern is yours.
Okay, beautiful Madam President and General Evaluator, ladies and gentlemen, friends, guests on the call, Toastmasters. Thank you so much. I am your language evaluator, or the grammarian, if you would like to call me that. And this afternoon, this lovely afternoon, I am saddled with 3 main responsibilities. What are those, you'd probably want to ask me? The first, I shall listen for, and when my general evaluator calls me, I shall report brilliant use of language. And by that, I mean elocution, diction, vocabulary, grammar, etc. Secondly, in the same manner, I shall listen for and then report misuse of grammar, syntax, vocabulary. I'll probably point out options to correct them. And thirdly, very, very interesting part of my role,
I shall keep track of a particular word and report that the number of times you use that word during this meeting. This word is called the word of the day, and it is meant to, well, spice your vocabulary. If you've not been using it before, you probably want to start using it more actively. And what is the word of the day today? If you are itching to know the word of the day, let me let the cat out of the bag. It is a noun, and a very beautiful noun at that. Ladies and gentlemen, today's word of the day is acumen. Is somebody trying to display that word of the day for me? Acumen, acumen, acumen. That's it. Word of the day is acumen, and it is a noun. And what does that mean? The ability to make good judgments and quick decisions. For example, you could say, her public speaking acumen was evident in her speech today. You could say, the treasurer's financial acumen is already having positive impacts on our finances. If you'd like to use a variant of the word like an adjective, you could say acuminous. That acuminous financial secretary is already having positive impacts on our finances with her ways. Ladies and gentlemen, as your grammarian, I'm waiting to hear those lovely expressions from you. And please do remember to use the word of the day, because I shall be reporting it. And that'll be all from me. And it's back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you. And I don't know if anybody was mesmerized by the way she spoke. I was. And that is one of the things you get here in Toastmasters. We learn as we go. And next, the next role player today is a joyful food analyst. And she's also on the persuasive influence pathway. She loves to sing. She likes to dance, and she smiles. Her quote, she says, life is beautiful. Unless you say, like 25 times, then life gets evaluated. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our counter, Toastmaster Ode Patience. I hope she's going to be patient with you as she comes to the lectern and tells us what our role here is today. Toastmaster Patience.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Evan, for the warmth of your introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you. Pause fillers are like weed in a garden. Clear them and your garden blooms. The purpose of the R counter is to help speakers communicate more confidently and effectively without the use of filler words. Inappropriate sound and repetitive phrases. Filler words like and, well, so, you know. Inappropriate sound like e. Repetitive phrases like I, you. This means. This is because over time, the usage of these filler words help to hinder our messages from being passed across clearly. During the meeting, I will be taking down notes. And at the end of the day, I'll come back and give a report on the number of times each speaker used these filler words. One tip I'd like to give us this evening is to make use of the power of the pause. Whenever you feel these filler words coming in, please try as much as you can to pause so that you can gather your thoughts together and pass your message clearly. Thank you very much, and it's back to you, the General Evaluator.
Were you enraptured by that beautiful smile? I was.
Sure.
I was. And so you do not want to find your as into her book, right? And finally, the last of our crew today is our Zoom master and quiz master, the man we call Toastmaster Ayobami Atolagbe. He's a certified life coach, a Bitcoin advocate, and the CEO of an AI-powered edtech platform. He dances, he travels, and likes to drop motivation like it's hot. One of his wishes always thrive towards greatness. Toastmaster Ayobami, please let us know what the role of the quiz master is today.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Focus, focus, focus. As your quiz master today, my role is to actively listen throughout the meeting, note key points, fun facts, and interesting phrases. And at the end, present a short quiz to test how well you all been listening. Now, this is not only reinforcing our learning or how our learning has been or is going to be for this meeting, but also to fully engage us and keep us attentive throughout the section. As the saying goes, the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory. So listen carefully and maybe, just maybe, you can do yourself good by jotting down a note or two. You might just be in the quiz spotlight being celebrated as the winner of the quiz. And I relinquish the microphone or the virtual lantern to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Epum Dameda. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I was literally going to look for a microphone now. Thank you, Toastmaster Ayobami. So together, you've just met your evaluation crew. So I would like to tell you now, with that acumen that you just listened to across board, I want you to say, fasten your seatbelts. I'm not going to tell you to put your phone on airplane mode, but I want you to stay within your time, avoid turbulence, because this is where growth takes off. The Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, our general evaluator. Your smile has just warmed my heart. But despite that, I am still upset. Can someone ask me why in the chat box? Why am I so upset?
Why are you upset? Why are you upset?
Thank you. Thank you. When people are introduced to take charge of the virtual screen, we need to give them an applause. And we do that by just clicking the reaction buttons. Dear Toastmasters and guests, are we so tired? Please, let's practice that now. Practice using that reaction button to give an applause. Thank you. More of that, please. I'm seeing some people sleeping. When your screens are off, my perception is you are not there. But when I see your hands moving, then it's worth it. Then I can feel my inner powers unleashing. Thank you. Thank you. Every time control is handed over to someone else, please let your applause radiate our screens. Are we going to do that in the chat? Can I see yes or yes? I'm a patient man. I'll see. Thank you. More of our first-time guests too. Please, we need you to do this. It really encourages those that come up to speak. We're all learning. Now, we are going to move forward. For every portion of today's meeting, I want you to deliver what we call love notes. What are love notes? Nobody is proposing, not by any stretch of the imagination. What we're doing is simply telling people what we like about the speeches they delivered. That's all. You type it in the chat so they can read it and realize, wow, I'm good at that. I'm great at that. And they want to do more. Please, as we proceed, let's do that. Now it's my pleasure to dive into the first part of our meeting today, which is, for me, my favorite portion of every single Toastmasters meeting. And right now, my heart is heavy because I may not be able to participate since there are so many people in the room. But for now, I'll relax and be patient. Hopefully next time. This is the table topics portion of our meeting. And the person to anchor this portion of the meeting is a man whose planning acumen I long to emulate. Maybe the next decade or two, I'll reach that level. For now, I'll just learn from his skill set. Dear Toastmasters guest, it's my pleasure to welcome a man who has 17 years as an experienced global HR and leadership development expert. He's an organizational transformation specialist and an executive coach. His hobbies include meeting people, watching football, and adding value to people. I know I'm going to get tremendous value today. His favorite quote, life is a school. The moment you stop learning, either at 10 or 80 years, you start dying. Dear Toastmasters and guests, let's illuminate our screens with the applause to welcome none other than Toastmaster Wale Thomas. Toastmaster Wale, over to you, please.
You didn't read the wrong.
Wow, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me and you can see my tired face. Can I get a response, please? Thank you very much.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much. It's good. Thank you very much. It's good to be here once again. Toastmasters is my home, and I'm glad to be home once again. Quickly, let me dive into my ask for today. I would like the Zoom master to allow me to share my screen, please. Zoom master, are you there? Hello?
You're good to go.
Hello?
You are good to go.
Screen, sir.
You can share your screen now.
You can share your screen.
I can share my screen now, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Do I have the right to share my screen?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Wow. Can you see my screen? Thank you.
Yes, we can.
Yes, very clear.
Thank you very much. So it's my pleasure to welcome you all, guests on the call, veteran Toastmasters, to this wonderful session, the table topic session for Merit Toastmasters Club. It is Ami Ray that said, "You are your master. Only you have the master key to open your inner locks." As we dive into this table topic session, I'll crave your indulgence. Don't be shy. Just feel free. But before we do that, I would like to give us the guidelines to this wonderful session. It's one of the most exciting portions of Toastmasters meeting, which is the table topics. And the main objective is to challenge members to develop their impromptu communication skill, to effectively think on their feet by answering unrehearsed questions. There are guidelines. But before that, you will learn 4 essential communication skills if you participate willingly. 1 is listening skill. 2nd, thinking skill. 3rd, organizing skill. And the last but least, speaking skill. And today, as I am your Toastmaster, I am your table topic master, I have 5 questions for both Toastmasters and our special guest. The rules is straightforward. Your response must be at least 1 minute, can be more than 2 minutes, but you have grace of 30 seconds to round off. At the dot of 1 minute, the green signal will be flashed. 1 minute, 30 seconds, you will see the yellow signal. And at 2 minutes, you will see the red signal, which indicates that you need to round off. I will also encourage us to use the word of the day, acumen. Please, who will bear the cat? for today's meeting. Thank you. Can I have volunteers from the Toastmasters so that I can show us how this has been done? Oh, Mura, thank you very much. Thank you.
Wait.
I wait for you to start.
Good afternoon.
Guests on the call.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon.
You know, I have several guests from
Thank
the
you
US,
very much.
and I would love to see if one of my guests would be their first, I want to say victim, but first person to answer your question. Can I call on DTM Tracy Baker? or
okay.
Sandra Murphy? Oh, there's Tracy. Okay.
I can see a hand up already. Don't worry. Thank you very much, Maria. I appreciate that. Okay. Guest DTM Tracy Baker. I have 5 questions. 1 to 5. Which of them would you like to take, please?
I'm always number 1. Always.
I didn't hear that.
Number 1.
What number would you like to take, please?
Number one, please. Number 1.
Number 1. Thank you very much. Here comes your question. Just a moment. The bravest things you have ever done. Guest Toastmaster Tracy Baker. The bravest things you have ever done. Thank you.
I'm not sure if I can answer this question. I'm a little bit nervous, especially with all those folks out there in Africa. Oh my gosh, I didn't have the patience that Odney has, and I definitely didn't have the verbal acumen I have now. But back when I was in college, I used to say to myself, goodness gracious, I want a girlfriend. But I was too afraid, too shy, too scared to ask. So one time I went to a dance, and at the dance, we were having a great time dancing and having fun. We were getting our groove on. Oh, we could do a little something. But I was too afraid. Oh my gosh. There was a beautiful young woman across the way. Her name was Amber. And I said to myself, if only I had the physical acumen to walk over and talk to her, I would. But as I turned to leave in disgust, Ebon, I noticed somebody walking behind me. And Amber came up to me and she said to me, all you gotta do is say yes. All I had to do was say yes. But instead I said, oh my goodness gracious, and I was so afraid. So the bravest thing I could do was I went to this program called Toastmasters. And Dr. Sandra Murphy, when I got to Toastmasters, I was able to build my speaking acumen in such a way that I was no longer afraid anymore. So I said to myself, let me practice patience by doing table topics. Let me build my acumen by giving speeches and evaluations. And then here it is, 30 years later, I have become the king of the rock. Because now I have the verbal and physical acumen to do whatever I got to do, especially when a young woman named Amber's involved. So now, instead of being afraid, the bravest thing I can do is walk into a room. And Wale, now when I see a beautiful woman, I just say to her, we've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me? Come on, Ebon. Maybe we can be on chill tonight. And I have found my acumen for speaking my truth. But fellow Toastmasters, even out there in Africa, might want to know from you, Nigeria, are you telling your story? Are you using your truth? Are you building your acumen? Or are you coming to places like this and hiding in the corner, being afraid, shrinking like I used to do, especially when a woman like Amber's around? For me, build your acumen like I've done, because it's all on you to speak your truth.
Woohoo!
Wow. Toastmaster Tracy Baker, thank you so much. That was wonderful, sharing your story with us about the girl that you love to date. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do we have guests that would like to volunteer for the second question and the third question. I hope I'm loud and clear.
Yes, sir. You're loud and clear.
Thank you very much. Okay. Can I see another volunteer, please? Or do we have guests on the call? Okay. Okay. I'm trying to scroll down to see guests who would like to participate.
I'll participate.
Dr. Sandra Murphy.
The Toastmaster of the day, you can help me out. Okay.
Yeah,
Coach
there's a hand.
Abbas.
I see Sandra
Good.
Murphy.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
How are you?
Trying to locate your name.
I'm Dr. Sandra Murphy. You see it. I'm up there. I have a head wrap on. I'm there and I'm in the blackness of the dark. There I am.
Okay, I think then Wale, you can go on. Yes.
I can go on. Okay. What number would you like to take, please?
You said from 1 to 5. I'll take number 3.
Yeah. Number 3.
Yes.
Okay. Here comes your question.
Okay. You are your master. Should I read it out loud or?
Just hold on.
Okay.
One habit that makes you feel unstoppable. One habit that makes you feel unstoppable.
Wow, that's a good one. I like that question. One habit that makes me feel unstoppable. I am addicted to music. Music, music, music. It just fulfills my soul, my heart. It rejuvenates my inner self. It allows me to be creative internally and externally. It allows me to go into a space that is just my space, that I could feel the musicality, I could feel the instruments, I could feel the artistry of the artist, and I could feel what the music is relating. It has a certain acumen that you cannot deny. And for those that don't feel music within their soul, there's something wrong with you. We come out of the village of music, of dance, of singing, of shouting. Think about the church. Think about the religious aspect of who we are. Think about when we were on, for us, on those plantations, and then we were screaming and yelling, but we did it through the musicality of God. We listened to those inner spirits, those icons, those ancestors that said, God, help us through whatever journey that we're going through. We shall overcome. And we overcame through music. We danced. We cried through our music. And we're still doing it today, whether we like what the music is telling us now or whether we don't. But it's still a residue of who we are as people of melanin. Understand, you can't get through this world without going through the world and through the acumen of music. Love it, enjoy it, embrace it, and feel this spirit, because that's what God gave us, the beauty of music. And that's my habit. That's my habitual habit.
Thank you very much,
Beautiful.
Toastmaster Tracy. Wow. Music that allows you to get into yourself and meditate and communicate. Thank you so much. Please, can I get a third volunteer, please?
Toastmaster Wale, this is the last one we can take. You're muted, please.
Thank you. Coach Ablaza. I hope I got that right.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I have one question, 3 questions left. Which one we prefer?
Oh, give me one of them. It's okay, because I don't know the numbers. I forgot. Sorry.
Okay, good. Just a moment. This is your question.
Okay.
A time you prove yourself wrong. A time you prove yourself wrong.
Okay. Good. Well, I don't. What time is it where you guys are at?
It's 5 o'clock.
5 p.m. Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A time where I proved myself wrong was in 2019 when I was broke, depressed, and overweight, and I had a job. You know, they call a job just over broke, right? I started listening to people like Eric Thomas, Les Brown, who is one of my mentors now. I've become a motivational speaker. And how did I prove myself wrong? I thought I had to work that job until I died. However, I wanted to succeed as bad as I wanted to breathe. So I decided to change my mindset. In 2019, ladies and gentlemen, I started doing something called the rule of 5. Number 1, pray and meditate. Number 2, read educational, inspirational, motivational books. Number 3, listen to audio teachings. Number 4, write and review my dreams and goals. And number 5, exercise. The truth of the matter is, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And how I proved myself wrong was I did not need that job that I thought I needed it. I was done struggling and living check to check. I proved myself wrong because I changed myself. No more depression, no more being overweight, no more being broke. And I have 3 kids. It wasn't just me. I had people to provide for, generational health, wealth, and mindset. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I proved myself wrong because I thought I couldn't, because of money. Money is a piece of paper. Do we need it? Yes. However, everything in this world is made up, including money, is printed. I proved myself wrong because I did not need that money to survive. And now I'm a business owner. I'm a branding specialist at Pink Collar Brands that I started, my own company. I'm a motivational speaker. I work with Les Brown. I'm an area director with the Toastmasters, and I'm in the house at 5 p.m. on your country, okay? Toastmasters and guests, thank you. I'm happy to be here, excited, and I'm excited that I proved myself wrong. And now I'm living because life is meant to be lived and not to struggle. Thank you.
Woohoo! All right, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Coach Ablaza. Thank you so much for that response. Proving yourself wrong. Thank you. At this junction, I think my job is done. I would like to appreciate all the respondents. And back to you, the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Dear Toastmasters and guests, please can we give a virtual round of applause to the Table Topics Master and all our speakers. That was absolutely phenomenal. Let me say this before we go ahead and vote. To our first-time guests, actual guests, not area directors and DTMs, you do not need this level of speaking acumen to participate in Table Topics. You can be like me and participate in Table Topics, not like these people that Toastmaster Muriel, you're the one that invited all these guests, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Toastmaster Muriel, this is not how it works. Toastmaster Wale, next time, say if you're a Toastmaster, if you are really good at speaking, do not put up your hand. Next time, DTM Tracy, Dr. Sandra, and definitely the final person, Coach Ablaza, you are not going to be permitted to participate in Table Topics. Not here and not any room I'm going to be a part of. No, 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 no. Speaking acumen too high. But since, fortunately, you 3 were competing against yourselves, that's fair enough. Timer, did all the 3 speakers keep to the allotted time?
DTM Tracy spent 2 minutes, 22 seconds.
Okay.
CM Sandra spends 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the last speaker spends 2 minutes on the dot.
Fantastic. They are all within the allotted time. Even though it appeared like they bribed Toastmaster Wale somehow to know the questions in advance, because I don't understand how DTM Tracy could be playing music to speak for him. DTM Tracy, afterwards, we'll have a conversation to understand the truth. But since one of our core values is integrity, I trust that you all did not know the topics in advance. Now we're going to be voting for these 3 speakers first. DTM Tracy, who spoke on the bravest thing he has ever done. Second, Dr. Sandra, who spoke about one of the habits that makes her feel unstoppable. And finally, Coach Ablaza, a time you proved yourself wrong. I believe a poll is going to come up. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you can just vote for whoever you feel was the best speaker out of the 3 at this point. Wow, I'm glad I have people to look up to. In the next 1 or 2 years, my speaking acumen is going to be on fire just because I attended this meeting. Let's vote. The poll is up. It's probably going to be up for the next 30 seconds. Just click the button, please. We need your votes. We already know that really there's no point of doing this, but just for fun. Since they are visiting us, we don't know the next time they will come. And next time they show up, we're definitely not going to let them participate in table topics. So let's just vote for now. Our Zoom master, we can just keep it up for the next 20 seconds maybe, and then we take the poll down. Dear Toastmasters and guests, when we come to unleash our inner power by practicing here in Toastmasters, that's what we do. You improve by doing. One role people don't really pay much attention to is table topics evaluator. People feel confident to actually sign up to play that role. And I'm so sorry for our table topics evaluator today for having to evaluate these 3 phenomenal speeches. I'm wondering, let me just keep quiet and hear what she has to say. I think we can stop the poll at this moment. Thank you. Now we're going to have the evaluation for table topics and confirm that our table topics evaluator is actually in the room.
Right here.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Let me introduce you first. Our table topics evaluator for today is, you can see her, such a delectable lady. What a wonderful smile. It makes me believe that I can unleash my inner powers. She's a writer and trainer, specializes in soft skills as EQ and leadership. She's the author of 4 books, and her most recent is From Living Room to Boardroom. She loves writing and speaking. And I'm sure after what you just heard, music as well, just add that, tack it along. Her favorite quote, impossible is nothing. Dear Toastmasters and guests, with a virtual round of applause, welcome Toastmaster Efe Fagbeja. Over to you, our table topics evaluator.
Thank you so much, the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster John. I think I have the most difficult job in this room this afternoon. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to those table topic speeches. First of all, I have to give a lot of kudos to our table topics master, Toastmaster Wale Thomas, for the acumen it required to choose such scintillating and interesting topics. The topics, first of all, were mind-blowing. When I heard the first one, I was wondering what the Toastmaster was going to say to it. The person answering the question was going to have to say to that. But the way she took it, I was blown away by the level of acumen she displayed. How did she get the music to play between that speech? I mean, it was like she had the question already. I was actually too mesmerized listening to the speeches, to the table topic speeches, to remember that I was supposed to be evaluating them. The Beauty of Music by Toastmaster Sandra. And the final Toastmaster Coach Ablaza, who gave the final speech, was so inspiring that I felt like just saying, please coach me now. Honestly, I don't feel that I have the acumen to add anything to any of this. I was so blown away. And I stand with Toastmaster John when I say, next time, Toastmasters of such exceptional acumen should be banned from giving speeches. Fantastically done. Well done to the to the table topics master and to the three respondents. Excellent, excellent. You set the tone for the day and it was fantastic. Thank you for displaying such wonderful and exceptional aspects. Over to you, the Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster FA. I love your emotional acumen. I would have just said, I've been bamboozled. I'm not going to evaluate those speakers. Let's move on. But you see, you took your time to give feedback. I appreciate that. For those who have not sent love notes yet in the chat box for our three incredible speakers, please do so. Believe it or not, everyone here is learning and growing. That is why we're here. If they don't want to learn and grow, they would not be here. Toastmasters and guests, I apologize, but I have to break your hearts. I guess that's why I've been paid to give you the bad news. Unfortunately, no more table topics. I know you can weep. Fortunately, your cameras are not on for most of you. Cry out your hearts. We're now moving on to prepared speeches. But once you hear the prepared speeches, you may not be as sad anymore. Today we have two speakers. I know I confirmed that one was around earlier. Hopefully the second is also here. For the first speaker, before he comes out to speak, I would love to first introduce his evaluator to tell us the objectives of his speech. The evaluator for the first speech is a professional system or network administrator. She has an MBA in Management Information System, a software quality assurance specialist, and has an MBA in Management Information System. Currently, her presentation path is presentation mastery. Hobbies include personal development, reading, health, and beauty. Favorite quotes: courage is not without fear, but the mastery of it, by Mark Twain. Dear Toastmasters and guests, with a virtual round of applause, welcome to tell us the objectives of the first speaker's speech, Toastmaster Rukayat Badmos. Over to you, Toastmaster Rukayat. Hello, Toastmaster Rukayat.
Toastmaster of the day. Yeah, thanks for the warmth of your introduction. The purpose of the speech for Toastmaster Homer, the purpose of his project is to introduce and review a basic presentation software strategies for creating and using slides to support and enhance a speech. And the purpose of his speech is to demonstrate his understanding on how to use presentation software, including the creation of slides and incorporating technology into his speech. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
Hello.
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you done, ma'am?
Yeah, over to you.
Okay.
Thank
you so much.
Toastmaster of the day.
Oh, yes. Very, very important. I want them to also give me a round of applause. Please, you can all give me a round of applause. It's okay, even though I'm playing the role of Toastmaster of the day. I'm a patient man. Now it's my delight to introduce our first speaker for today. Dear Toastmasters and guests, our first speaker for today is a consultant with over 30 years of experience in the packaging industry. He's the founder and CEO of Graphic Packaging Communications, LLC Plus. Current pathway innovation planning. His hobbies are photography, traveling, and playing golf. Favorite quote: the earth doesn't belong to us, we belong to the earth. Delivering from level 3 innovative planning, a speech titled Fueling Our Growth, a bold plan for merit Toastmasters. Please, with a virtual round of applause, welcome to our screens, Toastmaster Alex Omar. Over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good evening.
This evening, I'm thrilled to present an ambitious innovation plan to expand our club. As the paramologist Louis saying goes, alone, a youth runs fast. With an elder, slow. But together, they go far. Every new voice brings energy, fresh idea, and leadership acumen to our community. Get ready to embark on an exciting journey as we delve into why growth matters. Uncover our current landscape and reveal a dynamic three-pronged plan that will transform our future. Let us walk the talk. Our membership has hovered around 28 members. This data is from the last Toastmaster year. Attendance is ranging between 60 and 80%, with less than 20% of our guests becoming member. Despite our local recognition, our community outreach remains limited. I recall my very first club meeting. I was nervous when I joined. Within minutes, members introduced themselves and shared stories and made me feel like I belong. We are committed to recreating that same level of warmth and consistency for every guest. First pillar, visibility revolution, where we launch Merit in Motion. This is a weekly campaign series, 60-second spotlight videos featuring our members' transformation, plus short reels of table topic like you have just witnessed today that we will post on LinkedIn on how Toastmasters powered member success. Our goal is to get 2,000 impressions a month, sparking at least 20 meaningful inquiries. Imagine someone scrolling on our social media page and pausing on a clip of our club president nailing a motivational speak, thinking, I want that speaking acumen. Second pillar, reimagine open house. Elevate your voice. No generic agenda. We will design a team night with local entrepreneurs who host interactive sessions with highlighting speeches challenges. And a welcome card. After the event, guests enter our 7-day warmth pass. It's going to be a daily tip, videos, highlight, and special invitation via WhatsApp or email. Our aim is to attract at least 30 guests per quarter. 30% conversion will give us 9 members. Pillar 3, ambassador program. Number matters, but relationship sticks. Every guest and new member get paired with a veteran ambassador who guides them with their Toastmasters leadership acumen. question, icebreakers prompt, and a welcome pin. We will celebrate top ambassador quarterly. We'll have ambassadors of the month badge. Our target is to pair 80% weekly of our new members and guests, and we'll have a 90% retention within 6 months. The sprint, week 1 to 2, finalize media asset and kits. Week 3 to 4, we'll launch our social media campaign to hit 2,000 impressions. Week 5, promote the open house with 30 RSVP. Week 6, host event and kick off with our one part, 30 guests, 9 new members. Week 7 to 12, we roll out our ambassador program, pairing 80% of newcomers. We will review these metrics monthly, adapt, and refine. Success metrics. Our success metrics are very clear. At least 10 new members in 6 months. We'll have 30% conversion of our new members, boost average attendance by 20%, and 90% retention of new merits at 6 months. How can you help us? Share a merit in motion post on your social media channels. Invite a friend to our next meeting. Personalized invitations work wonders. VP Education, are you here?
Yes, I am. You request for me?
If you want to go fast,
I'm gonna go fast. Go along.
Toastmaster Ahmed, we can't hear you anymore. Yeah, I think the network has. Okay, I see you now.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm back.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And let's make our next meeting the most energizing one. Be there.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ahmed. It only makes sense that an ambassador will definitely have an ambassador program in his plans. Unfortunately, the network did not let us listen to the entirety of your speech, but I'm sure we can give some feedback on the parts we heard. Let's remember to send him love notes in the chat. Maybe you need to pay him to come up with a plan in your club of how to grow and boost retention and people becoming members of your club. I want to confirm, I was searching earlier, is Toastmaster Craig in the room by any chance? Toastmaster Craig, do you happen to be in the room? I'm searching, I don't see him. Oh, beautiful, Technopop. Toastmaster Craig, you cannot be hiding behind Technopop. you cannot do this to us. Please, let's know you're here in the room. Before he speaks, I am delighted to introduce first his evaluator to tell us the objectives of his speech. He's going to be evaluated by a man who is a land surveyor, a member of Seaside Toastmasters Club, and the current area director for Area 17. He's on the pathway leadership development as well as strategic relationship. His hobbies include chess, football, and long distance running. I never knew this part. I knew about chess. Favorite quotes: "He who has a why can bear any how," by Friedrich Nietzsche. Dear Toastmasters and guests, to tell us the objectives of the second speech, please welcome to our screens Toastmaster Ibrahim Ajani. Toastmaster Ibrahim, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, the mentor of mentors, Toastmaster John Alimia. The long distance running is a new thing. I'm loving running these days. Masters and guys, my name is Ibrahim Ajani, as earlier introduced. And today I have the honor of evaluating a Toastmaster that has fantastic speaking and grammatic acumen. Toastmaster Craig Esowode. He is delivering a speech from the Effective Coaching Pathway, and he is delivering a level 5 speech. This is his final project. But the unique thing about the project he's delivering today is that it entails 2 speeches, a speech before a project is executed and a speech after the project is executed. This is the first of the 2 speeches. Now, the purpose of this project is for the member to apply his leadership and planning knowledge to develop a project plan, organize a guidance committee, and implement the plan with the help of a team. The purpose of the first speech is for the member, Toastmaster Craig, to introduce his plan and vision. Toastmaster Craig, I know you are a fantastic speaker, and I wish you all the best on the speech project today. With that said, I would like to hand over the control of the meeting back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ibrahim. The second and final speaker for today is an English doctor and an elocution expert, certified to teach English worldwide by International TEFL Training Institute, New York School of English, United States of America. He's the 2021 District Speech Evaluation Champion. His current pathway is effective coaching, which is his second path. He's passionate about helping people become proficient in diction, grammar, vocabulary, presentation skills, and giving estimable evaluations. Delivering a speech titled Silver Bullets, the final project, level 5, from Effective Coaching Pathway. Dear Toastmasters and guests, let's welcome to our screens Toastmaster Craig Esowode. Toastmaster Craig, over to you, please.
We cannot be grateful, but we have to be grateful to be great.
Toastmaster Craig, your network is not very good. It's not very stable. I don't know if you can if there's something you can do to adjust it. Okay, we'll turn off our videos. Let's see if that helps. If you can turn off our videos, please let's try that so we can listen to the entire speech from Toastmaster Craig. Toastmaster Craig, please try speaking again. Toastmaster Craig, can you hear me by any chance? I think Toastmaster Craig is having some serious network issues. We'll probably give him maybe a minute and we may have to proceed. Timer. Toastmaster Charity. Please, can you put a minute on the clock? Just give him a minute. When the minute is up, then show the red card. If he is not able to rectify his network, it may unfortunately mean we do not get to enjoy from his speaking acumen today. So once it's a minute, just show the red card.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you so much. While we wait, hopefully, to get Toastmaster Craig back in the room, for our guests, I hope you've been enjoying the meeting thus far, especially first-time guests. Type in the chat box. Not Toastmasters, not DTMs, not you people, no. Guests, those that are not Toastmasters, please. Let's see in the chat box. I hope you've been learning things from what you've experienced thus far. This is what a Toastmasters meeting is like. Everyone from the sergeant at arms to the speakers you just heard, we are all trying to improve. We know that the largest room is the room for growth, and that is why we're here. And if you are looking for something like this, join us as well. I'm still waiting for responses in the chat. I'm a very patient man. I'm at home. I'm at home. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Charity. Our guests, if you've been enjoying the meeting thus far, please share it in the chat. Unfortunately, it appears as though Toastmaster Craig is still not back in the room. Oh, fantastic. I see from Ugona, enjoying the meeting. Thank you. Other guests, let's see your feedback. Your feedback is very important. Thank you, Margaret, our guest. It's been very impactful. Thank you for that. Ooh, it breaks my heart, but we have to move on. Maybe the next meeting we'll get to hear Toastmaster Craig's speech. It's very unfortunate, which means please come back if you want to glean some wisdom from his expertise when it comes to speaking. Please be back here next time we have a meeting. At the moment, we are going to segue to the evaluation portion of this meeting. We're not going to be voting for the better speaker of the two because we only got to hear one. However, timer, please confirm. Did Toastmaster Ahmed keep to time?
Toastmaster Ahmed spent 7 minutes, 28 seconds.
Thank you so much. He had a grace of 30 seconds, which means he actually kept to time. Great. Now it's my pleasure to welcome to take charge of our screens once again, the exquisite general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster Eben Almeida. Toastmaster Eben, where are you? The lovely smile that always warms my heart. It's time for the evaluation of the entire meeting. I hope the network has not. Aha, I see you.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. The network actually disrupted the internet. So may I ask, I totally apologize, where we are now.
We are just commencing the evaluation portion. As I called your name, the network understood I had to behave itself and brought you back to the room. Take charge of the evaluation portion, please.
Okay. Thank you so much, dashing Toastmaster of the Day, with the acumen at which you've handled today's meeting. And with that, I would like to segue to what we call the evaluation segment. And this is where we say feedback is the breakfast of champions. And to start with the evaluation, we would like to call on Toastmaster Rukayat Badmos as she evaluates Toastmaster Hamed Alex Omar. Toastmaster Rukayat? Toastmaster Rukayat, are you on the call?
Okay, I'm there.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Nice you right
away. Yeah, and I'm convinced that Toastmaster Ahmed deserves our huge round of applause for this beautiful presentation. The slides, the quality of the slides, they are clear and easy to understand. They are really professional in outlook. And additionally, the content are so easy to relate to with. His acumen is evident in his speech. This presentation is evident, well reserved, well prepared, and actionable. Tim Omar spoke well that the audience could understand. However, from my point of view, it appears that facts and points are loaded. But by this, I mean that sometimes having viewer points may make it easier for the audience to understand the content of the presentation. Well, on the whole, I really would say this is an exceptional presentation, and Tim Omar seems to have set a standard for us on PowerPoint presentation. Well done, Tim Omar. Keep it up. Over to you, the Toastmaster of the day. Hello.
General Evaluator,
Madam
please.
General Evaluator.
Thank you very
Are
much,
you
man.
there? Yeah.
Madam General Evaluator.
I think the internet has been pretty bad today.
Okay. In that
It's
case,
very terrible.
I'll step in to take charge of the evaluation portion until our lovely general evaluator is back in the room. Now it's my pleasure to welcome the core team members to do their own evaluation by delivering their reports. Dear Toastmasters and guests, let's welcome back our language evaluator for today in person of...
If I may,
Toastmaster
Toastmaster.
of the day. I'm supposed to evaluate Toastmaster Rukayat's evaluation.
Oh, my pleasure. Please forgive me. Dear guests, you can see this is learning environment, and I'm glad I intentionally made that mistake. So you see anyone can be here today. Dear Toastmasters and guests, to evaluate the evaluation that was just done, you see how we get to acquire so many skills. It's my pleasure and delight to welcome a Toastmaster who is a fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants and an award-winning behavioral, business, and personal development coach. She's the convener of the Personal Growth for Success Initiative. She's the author of the personal development book titled 30 Nuggets for Self-Development, a guide to personal growth. Her hobbies include reading, traveling, and guess what? Singing, which seems to be the theme for today's meeting. Her favorite quote is by Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. And by virtue of my error made earlier, I owe her a bottle of Pepsi. Let's welcome to our screens, Toastmasters and guests, with a virtual round of applause, Toastmaster Fumi Omotosho. Over to you, Toastmaster Fumi.
Thank you very much, our acuminous and fantabulous Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster John Onumiya. Actually, I prefer Fanta to Pepsi. Thank you. So it's my duty today to evaluate the presentation of one beautiful and delectable Toastmaster, Toastmaster Rukayat, who evaluated the speech of Toastmaster Ahmed Omar with unparalleled acumen. Toastmaster Rukayat, I love the fact that you told us that you started with something that would warm the hearts of Toastmaster Ahmed by saying that Toastmaster Ahmed deserves a round of applause for us by this beautiful presentation. You went ahead to tell us that the slides are beautiful and you used the word of the day. You told us his acumen is evident in the speech. And you further said, you gave a recommendation that facts and points are loaded here, but you would have loved it better if they had fewer points. And you rounded off by telling us that Toastmaster Ahmed did wonderfully. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmaster Rukayat did not only do justice to this evaluation, she did it in a very beautiful way. I, however, have one or two points of correction, points of improvement. I love the fact that you gave a commendation, recommendation, and another commendation. And that is the sandwich way of evaluation that is popular with us in Toastmasters. Comment, recommend, and commend. However, I would have loved it better if you had delved deeper into what Toastmaster Ahmed said. Another, I would like you in the future, when you evaluate, try to take notes of the word of the day. is very, very important. I would have loved it better if you maybe commended Toastmaster Ahmed's use of the word of the day. Trust me, many people come out to speak without talking about the word of the day. And just be a little bit more detailed. Used a lot of statistics, bar charts, histograms, figures, and those kind of details will always accentuate your presentation. Then maybe talk about the language he used, like Plato and everything. But overall, I love the fact that you used the comment, recommend, and comment. Comment, recommended, and comment strategy, and you use the word of the day, and you did it with such acumen. Keep delivering speeches, and you continue to grow and learn. Over to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fumi. It is my delight to hand control back to the lovely general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster Ebon. Please, let's welcome her back with a virtual round of applause.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster, the TMOD. At this point, I would quickly like us to segue to the next segment. We've listened to beautiful evaluations and speeches, and now I would like to call our functionaries to give us a report. So I'll start with our distinguished Toastmaster, Rashida Salibelo, to come and give us her report on the use of language today. Toastmaster. Yes.
Hey, okay. Yes, I'm here.
My
Thank
apologies.
you so much.
One moment before you go ahead, Madam Language Evaluator. We usually would vote for the better, in this case, evaluator. There were two of them. Are we still permitted to vote for the better evaluator? Madam President, you can use your powers and just confirm. If you were not going to do that, that's okay.
Because it is Toastmaster Rukaya's first foray to evaluations, it may not necessarily be a fair, yes, a fair judgment right now. So we may allow this to slide today. Thank you.
Presidential powers.
Presidential power.
Madam President.
Yes, it's nice to be a president. You wield power, you use it. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I have had so much fun, not just because I am playing the part of the language evaluator, but well, everything happened here today, and I am, for one, I am a testament to the much fun that we have had. Let me start with the beautiful expressions, no, actually words, because I heard so much, and just like one speaker said, I got lost. I was busy enjoying myself. I forgot that I was supposed to be taking notes. Okay, so I had Toastmaster Efe Fagbeja when she used the word scintillating for table topics, and I thought that was a cute, beautiful word. And two times I heard someone, okay, yes, two persons actually, Toastmaster of the day and our general evaluator, both used the word segue to move to the next portion of the word, and I thought that was also classy to use. Toastmaster Fumio Motosho used the word accentuate your presentation, and yeah, that was a really, really beautiful word. Some words that I think, and well, maybe a little bit of pronunciation. I heard something like fasting. Please, let's note that the T is usually silent, so that would be fasten. I heard exciting for exciting, and I heard a little wrong pronunciation of the word entrepreneur, and also the pronunciation of the word presentation. I think we could do better trying to pronounce that. word of the day. I am super duper excited. Everyone, and I mean it, everyone that came to this virtual lecture to speak today used it. And even in the chat box, the chat room was bustling. The use of the word of the day. I didn't know it was such a beautiful word to use. Now I know better. So, general evaluator, she used that word 3 times. Toastmaster of the day used that word 4 times and once in the chat box. Dr. Sandra Murphy used it twice. Ababiwo used it once in the chat box, just like Efe Fagbeja, Toastmaster, used it once as well. Toastmaster Ahmed Omar, in his presentation, used it 3 times. Area Director Ajani used it once. Toastmaster Rukayat in the chat box twice, and while speaking once. Toastmaster Fumi Omotosho used acumen 2 times, and as a matter of fact, she was the only one that used the adjective acuminous. That was beautiful. But ladies and gentlemen, one thing really beats me. I can't understand it and I can't explain it and I don't know how it happened. I'm still mesmerized. Toastmaster Tracy Baker used the word of the day 9 times in 2 minutes. Toastmaster of the day, is it Pepsi or
Jesus
Fanta?
Christ.
Oh my goodness. Woohoo!
That'll be all for me. Back to you, the general evaluator. General evaluator, please.
Yes.
Are the gremlins still on the prowl? Okay.
Yes, I am. And that was a beautiful display of oratory acumen. I would like the English doctor to correct me if I'm wrong. So thank you. And we quickly move to the next role player, who I hope I'm not in her bad books.
You're the first.
Okay, so the R counter, I hope she'll be patient with us. The lecture lesson is yours. Please come and give us your report.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Evan. We all need feedback to That's a quote by Bill Gates. We all need feedback. That's how we improve. I want to say we did pretty well with the use of 4 pillars in today's meeting. My report. Toastmaster Evan used the word so twice, well twice, making it a total of 4. Toastmaster Moyo used the pause filler, once, once, repetitive phrases, or, this, once, making it a total of 3. DTM Tracy made use of the pause filler, so, twice, thrice, making it a total of 5. Coach Ablazer made use of the pause filler, once, once, making it a total of 2. Toastmaster Rukayat made use of the pause filler word twice, twice, making it a total of 4. So Toastmaster for today's meeting is DTM Tracy Baker. What do we have to say to him? Don't do that again. Thank you very much, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'd like to remind us to always try as much as we can to use the power of the pause whenever we feel these filler words coming in. Thank you, and it's back to you, the general evaluator.
A round of applause for Toastmaster Ode Patience. I'm sure you were very dutiful in the role that you played here today. Thank you so much. And I'm sure all of us have taken a cue from that. And with that, I would like to call the last but not the least role player, who happens to be the quiz master, Toastmaster Ayoba Miatolagbe. Do we have any questions? The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. In front of me, I've written down 321 questions, and I hope we'll be able to answer all of it before next year. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. I'm going to repeat that.
Yes.
Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. That's the beautiful words of Benjamin Franklin. And like I said, I have 321 questions. Believe me or not, I'm just going to take out just 3 or 4 out of it. So the first question to note that you are listening, as they say, the best of it all is not just to speak, but to listen deeper. More reason why we have 2 ears and just 1 mouth. Now, for those that joined the meeting early, oh, I just let the cat out of the bag, but somebody said something. Communication is not just a skill, it is a superpower. Who said that? Now, I'm going to go with countdown because I have 321 questions. So I'm going to repeat it. Nobody answers. I'll go to the next question.
That was Toastmaster Ebo.
Awesome. Yes,
That
of
was
course.
Toastmaster
Yes.
Ebo Damel.
Correct. Now, the next question, somebody wanted a girlfriend back in the college. Who is that person and what is the name of that girlfriend?
ATM Tracy Amber.
Tracy. All right, correct. No. DTM Tracy Baker. And okay, maybe you just mentioned the first name. And the name of the girl is Amber. All right. Now to the next question. Now, based on the way we are answering this question, I have just about 200 left on my list. So somebody is addicted to music because it allows them to be creative in their space. Who said this in that speech?
Dr. Sandra
Murphy.
Oh, come on, you guys. See, I'm a lecturer that you can never get A+ in my school. So please, I'm going to give you all in minus. Now, somebody said something during a speech. One key line of sentence, she said, "This is how I prove myself wrong." Can you say how she did that? How did she prove herself wrong? The key word there.
By showing that she did not need the job.
Good job. I did not need that job. Correct. Now, she mentioned someone who I so much respect in our industry of coaching and motivational speaking, speeches and coaching and the likes. She mentioned a mentor's name. Can somebody tell me that beautiful name?
Les Brown. Les Brown.
I'm hungry. Oh, come on. Now, thank you very much, Coach Ablinza, for that. And lastly, in the presentation by Toastmaster Omar, in the success metrics, how many new members would have joined Merit Toastmasters in 6 months?
Using the innovation pillar 2, 9 members, 30% conversion rate. I don't know about the rest though.
I mean, totally on the page of the success metrics. But with that, I will give you full scholarship to Harvard University, but that is not my answer. So, but on the success metrics slide, how many people would have gotten as new member in 6 months time? Going once?
In the chat, look at the chat.
All right, let me look at the chat. 10 people. Thank you very much. Correct. And with that, I'm going to be leaning with my judgment. Like I said, nobody ought to get A+ in my university as the quiz master, but we're in Toastmaster, right? Everybody are correct. So I'll say thank you very much, and I relinquish my rod and maybe my carrot to the general evaluator. Please take it away, ma'am.
That was so engaging. I've enjoyed today's meeting. Well, so let me first of all start by saying this, that right now we've come to the end of this beautiful speaking flight. Remember, I was your flight controller and there were no qualms. There was a little bit of turbulence though, no network, but no single passenger was left behind. I'm happy to say that.
No qualm one or qualm two.
No qualms. There were no qualm ones, twos, or fours. So thank you so much. And I had the privilege of watching the entire journey. Again, a little bit of turbulence, but I must say that from the control tower, I would say that we saw there was a lot of acumen displayed. And I want to thank our speakers for your ideas, for your voices, and to the evaluators. Thank you for those insightful and balanced feedback. And of course, our timers very on point. Our language evaluator, always a beauty to listen to. And our very patient ad counter. I've not seen such a beautiful ad counter like TM with a patient. So thank you. Your smile, even though we're already goofing left, right, but your smile maintained us on the flight. And last but not least was our wonderful Zoom master and quiz master who made the end of today's meeting very enjoyable. And as we round off, I would like to say this, that there's an Igbo proverb that says that no matter how high the eagle flies, it must always come down to it. And so whatever journey we have through the speaking journey we have already embarked on, we must come back to the basics to get feedback, to learn, and to grow. That is what makes us better speakers and people. So thank you, everyone. And that's all from me for now till I get back to you, the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. Please, can we give the General Evaluator and her team a virtual round of applause? You have done an incredible job, and I applaud the acumen by which you did that. Something made me very happy when you were anchoring this final portion of the meeting. I observed that even your presidential powers cannot sway the counter. You opened your mouth and said, I hope I'm not there. And she said, you are the first. I said, yes. Toastmasters, we have integrity. This is the right place for me. Dear Toastmasters and guests, we have come to the end, and is our nature, as our nature, we love to appreciate people by giving them awards. And first, we started with the table topics. VPE, I sent you a message to confirm so I don't mention the wrong name and I might be lynched afterwards. Please check your message. Is that accurate? Thank you so much. Dear Toastmasters and guests, I know we're all confused. Who on earth out of those three phenomenal speakers could have won? Now I'll need probably a pack of Fanta, pack of Pepsi before I name these people, because it appears I'm owing a lot of people for my shortcomings. But because I'm a nice and gentleman, it is my pleasure to announce as the winner for the table topics portion of today's meeting. Yes, even though they're all winners, they're all guests of our lovely Toastmaster Muriel, the person we have voted for that came out as the champion is none other than Coach Ablaza. Please, can we give her, in absentia, a virtual round of applause? I know she had to step away from here because she had to get to work. We're going to send this to her, and she can just put it out there so people know she attended our meeting, and they can also attend as well. For the best or the better prepared speech, because we heard maybe 2 words from the second speaker. For the better prepared speech, I know we're all wondering, who could it be? Who could it be? I will shock you this evening before you go home so you can sleep, not like a baby. That expression doesn't make sense to me. Babies wake up a lot. Sleep like a fully grown adult that has worked hard the entire day. Dear Toastmasters and guests, our winner for today is none other than Toastmaster, the ambassador of our club, Toastmaster Ahmed. Please can we give him a round of applause? Look, it's not easy to know how to use this devices to give speeches. PowerPoint as well, Toastmaster Ahmed, by the way, I'm not a big fan of using PowerPoint. I like to just speak without those slides. So I understand that you've learned a lot. And when I grow up, I want to be more like you. Yeah, Toastmasters and guests, as I stated, we love to give awards. We are not ending there. Some people have completed different levels and we love to appreciate them. First, completed level 3 of innovation planning path. Let's give a virtual round of applause, none other than Toastmaster Razak Odejayi. Toastmaster Razak, congratulations. How do you do it? How do you do it? Yes, please mentor us to also get to that level. And just completed level 1 of presentation mastery path. Toastmaster, please forgive me if I don't get the right pronunciation of this name. You can teach me afterwards. Toastmaster Gwari Naidu. Please can we give him a virtual round of applause? Congratulations, Toastmaster Gwari. Is he here by any chance? Toastmaster Gwari, are you in the room by any chance? If you are, I would love that you unmute yourself and tell me the proper pronunciation of your name. And finally, completed level 1 of persuasive influence path. This is a man that I respect so much. I would love to have his tech acumen when I grow up, maybe the next decade or so. Toastmaster Valentine Obayi, please can we give him a virtual round of applause? Our Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. Congratulations to everyone. Every step you take forward is bringing you closer to mastery of your craft. Now we have come to the end where I get to say my job for today is done. Other than when I was showing you how it's done to make mistakes, and I didn't call Toastmaster Fumi or Motosho, hopefully I was able to guide you through the agenda properly. Dear Toastmasters and guests, there's something I love to state. If you have a talent, the onus is on you to refine that talent, to make it the best it can possibly be. If you think you don't have a talent and you think you are bad, then you have the responsibility to continue to do the task and grow, because you need more time to grow compared to those that you think are good. So just step forward and do it. And here at Merit Toastmasters, you get the opportunity to refine your public speaking as well as your leadership skills, whether you have the talent or not. It's been a delight serving in capacity of Toastmaster of the Day. Hopefully, you'll attend the meeting next time as well, and then you can get to participate and grow and be all you can be. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's my delight to hand back control to our lovely president, Toastmaster Ebun Dalmeida. Over to you. Please welcome her with a virtual round of applause.
Point, I would like to see the emojis, and if you can unmute your mic, please let us give I'm lost for words now, but this was a beautiful, a well-delivered Toastmasters of the Day session, if there's any word like that. And I would like to thank Toastmaster John. We are always learning. I always look forward to your deliveries, to your lessons. This is, of course, this was not short of that. So thank you so much. And of course, your dashing smile is always something beautiful to behold. So I want to thank you for that. And really thank you, all of our role players again, and our guests, and especially TM Real Shabazz. I love the vibrancy and the enthusiasm you bring to our club. Thank you. And thank you for also inviting your guests here. And with that, of course, you've seen me quite a number of times, so there's not going to be any need for any long closing speeches. But I would like to say that as a club, we have a speech contest coming up in September. And for the first time in a while, we're going to be having it as a physical meeting. So we are going to be immersed with our presence and just get to network properly and see some of you who have not seen in a long time. So please prepare for that on the 25th of September. And with that, I would like to formally adjourn today's meeting to the 28th of August 2025. And I would like to have somebody who will second that motion.
Toastmaster Wallet, I will second the motion that the meeting may adjourn. Thank you.
Toastmaster Wale, thank you for that. And with that, I will say we have officially come to the end of today's meeting. But before I say the next thing, I would like us to take a group photograph because I know some people want to drop off. What if I tell you that there's some virtual jollof rice, native, smoky, hot, spicy jollof rice. So please turn on your cameras. Our Zoom master will be doing the honors or leading us through the photo session. Toastmaster Ayobami.
May I say something before you adjourn?
Yes, please, ma'am.
Real quickly. John, you made an excellent, excellent point. I feel there's no good or bad in doing a speech, in communicating. We're not monolithics. We are all different in our talent. Practice makes perfect. You keep working at it. You keep understanding your purpose because that's what a speech is about. You're relaying a message. You're being authentic in your delivery. And with that authenticity, you're able to get across your messaging and how you deliver your speech. It could be anything. It could be on any topic, but you have to have the passion and understand what the speech is about. Do your due diligence, do your research, and understand the language of the speech because it's about language and it's about connecting. So we're all good and we're all bad, and we're all learning to be better communicators. And that's what Toastmasters is about. Not to be judged. We're not competing with each other. We're learning the art of language and delivery and how we get our messaging across. So that's what I wanted to say.
Okay. Thank you.
That was a short masterclass. And I think some people also have paid in dollars for that. And I want to thank you, Dr. Sandra Murphy. I loved your presentation. Today, you took us on a musical journey because music speaks to the soul. And when we heard from the first table topic speaker, it just took us to another level. And I want to thank you. Okay, I see you, Toastmaster DTM Tracy Baker. I can already tell you're a music maestro. So you don't, if nobody needs to. So maybe when we want anybody here, you're thinking of starting your music career, you want to think. I can see Toastmaster Ayobami's hands up.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw, some of the bios we had. I saw a lot of this of dancing, of singing. So your band is almost ready now. So please sign up for Toastmaster Tracy Baker's jam session. So I want to thank you once again.
And I just want to say real quickly,
yes,
I want everyone to feel welcome at all of the U.S. Toastmaster clubs. I believe DTM Tracy Baker put his information, Dr. Sandri Toast of the Bronx, and I put mine in. We welcome you. We would love to have you, and we are learning from each one of you as well. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And we are definitely going to return the favor. So expect to see us storm your meetings very soon. So we're going to come in our Nigerian flavor. So please expect us soon at your meetings.
Okay.
And yes, before we drop off, I would love us to just quickly take our photograph, a group session.
All right. The last time I was with my president, Donald Trump, it was so nice because I turned on my camera and he gave me close to like $3 million. Okay, 3 million. You don't want to know if it's Zimbabwe dollar or US dollar, but he gave me 3 million. But that was made happen because my camera was turned on. So if you want some millions in your account, please turn on your camera right now. Come on, don't leave. I would love to see your faces. I would love to see your faces as I count down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.5, 0.4. All right, give me the smile. All right, one more. Okay, one more snapshot. Okay, like we normally say something when I was little, they say change your star, another star, be like that. So give me the be like that. Thank you so much, Madam President.
Thank you. And I'm happy we've ended this flight on a high. So